Hello, my name's Maxwell Bassin. I'm a junior studying business and global affairs, which is dual degree between the business school and SFS. And I completed the FinPolicy track last semester. I got involved with the FinPolicy track because I think I ended up just getting an email from the MSB. It was an email talking about the FinPolicy track, what the visits are, and it kind of proposed it as basically you get to go to New York with a bunch of other Georgetown students and visit a bunch of other cool places. So I was instantly attracted to it, and I did some more research, and then I ended up submitting the application. And I think the main reason that I decided to apply was because I wanted to kind of learn about finance and see if it was for me without maybe, taking semester long classes in finance or doing a finance internship. So I thought this was a good way to get exposed to finance in kind of a 1 week way, almost like a crash course in finance, and get to talk to some of the top executives to see if it's something for me and something that's appealing. I think my most memorable moment was our visit to the CFTC, or the Commodities and Futures Trading Commission. And I think that was most memorable for me was because it wasn't really a visit that I had thought about that much beforehand, or even I didn't really know that much about the CFTC. It was really cool we got there because almost everything we was learning about was kind of a surprise for me. It was new information. And it's one of those organizations that I don't think I would have known a lot about without this visit or even just deciding to do this trip. So that was really cool. And I think also the visit itself was just incredible. We got to talk to some high up commissioners from the CFTC. They shared not only their experience at the CFTC, but also some life advice that they had that you could really take whichever field you want to go into. I think that was pretty cool. And it was kind of a topic that I never learned about before, and how they regulate crypto markets, futures, and all those things. So that was really cool. So I think it definitely has influenced my career track. It was interesting because for the first half of the week, we did most of the policy side. So we were visiting places in DC. And then the second half of the week, we got the finance side. So it was almost like a comparison between the public sector and the private sector. And I think I realized by the end of the week that, at least out of college, I want to work in the private sector just because it moves a lot faster. And I think there's more innovation in places where I can find myself making important decisions in the private sector. So that was kind of a big realization for me when I think about my career trajectory, at least in the short run. I think I realized I don't want to go directly into finance or investment banking right out of college. And that's something maybe I want to pick up later. One thing that I realized throughout the trip was that finance is very numbers heavy, and I kind of wanted to do something that I could work with tangibly and maybe more social science related. But that was a really important realization for me, and I think without this trip, that's something that I wouldn't have realized. And then also maybe in the future doing something finance adjacent, because it really does impact everything. So I've definitely tried my best to stay involved with the Psaros Center because it really is such a great resource. It's been a little bit difficult because I haven't been able to attend the events in person as I've been on study abroad, but I've kept in close contact. Really, this trip also helped me get a lot closer with some of the professors in the MSB who helped organize the trip and who I gave feedback to about the trip. So that was one big way that I've been staying engaged, is keep talking to the professors who are involved. And definitely in the spring, when I'm back on campus, I'm looking forward to attending a lot of the in-person events that the Psaros Centers has.